Hello, people!
Animals and creatures.
Welcome to Art for Well-Beings.
That's beings with an S. It's plural.
A show to end all shows. A time to watch, learn, listen.
Hear, see, feel, be, do, have.
Art, and more art.
Visual art, human art.
So, without further delay, let's give a warm welcome to our host,
Local celebrity.
Judy Gittleson.
Kevalam Baba Nam Keval Baba Nam Kevalam Baba Nam Kevalam Baba Nam Kevalam Baba Nam Kevalam Ha Baba Nam Kevalam Baba Nam Keval Baba Nam Kevalam Baba Nam Kevalam.
And welcome to episode number 8, all about pink. Thank you, Raghu. And tonight's show promises to be a fantastic show. Art, and more art. And I have my marvelous co-host with me tonight. Welcome, Michael Buteau.
Thank you, Judy.
And tonight we're honored to have with us a very special Kate Thurston.
Thank you, Judy.
Welcome, Kate.
Thank you.
So I promised to bring you all about pink. You can see head to toe pink. And we're going to talk about the color pink. We're going to talk about Paint and Response, our featured programs brought to you by our sponsor, Golden Paints. We're going to talk about birds, lots of birds, paintings of birds. We have a very well family. We have a marvelous place that I love, Ecola Park in Oregon. And we're going to take us right away. Is that right? We're going to go right away to a very well something. We're going to go to something that's very well. Our first episode is Paint and Response. And Lindsay and I are in the studio and we're going to be working about an egret. So we're going to go right away to Paint and Response. Welcome to today's Paint and Response. I'm in the Art for Wellbeing studio with Lindsay Solon.
Hello.
My rebellious apprentice, learning what I don't know faster than I know it. And today we're going to paint an egret. And we're going to do it with tar gel. And do you want to say the colors?
Chromium oxide green.
Ding.
Quinacridone magenta.
Ding.
Raw umber.
Ding.
Titan buff.
Ding.
And titanium white.
Cool.
And iridescent gold coarse.
Excellent.
Finishing touch.
Okay, and now we're going to draw the outside of the egret, the outline of the egret, sort of an S shape with the tar gel. Are we ready?
Ready?
All right, let's go. Okay, and now we're going to paint the outside first with the brown. Raw umber.
ದಯ ಮಾಡೋ ನಿನ್ನ ದಾಸನು ನಾನೆಂದು ದಯ ಮಾಡೋ ರಂಗ ದಯ ಮಾಡೋ ಇಹ ಪರಗತಿ ನೀನೆ ಇಂದಿರ ರಮಣ ಸಹಾಯವಿನ್ನದೆ ತೋರಿ ಕರುಣ ಕರಿರಾಜವರದನೆ ಕಾಮಿತ ಬಲದ ಕರಿರಾಜವರದನೆ ಕಾಮಿತ ಬಲದ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಹರಿಸಮ
Go on to soft gel matte. Maybe we should have put a spoon, but we can just use the knife.
Sounds
Okay.
ದಾಸನು ನಾನೆಂದು ದಯ ಮಾಡೋ ರಂಗ ದಯ ಮಾಡೋ ಓ ಓ ವೈಷ್ಣವ ಜನ ತೋ तेने कहिए वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ा पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए परंतु के उपकार
Ready to go on with our second layer?
Sure, we
No, we can go ahead. All right, here we go with titanium white, Titan buff, and iridescent gold.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए
I'm so close to making it.
सुमन सवंदित सुंदरी माधवी चंद्र सहोदरी हेममये सुमन सवंदित सुंदरी माधवी चंद्र सहोदरी हेममये मंजुಳ ಭಾಷಿಣಿ ಶಾಂತಿಯುತೆ ಮಂಜುಳ ಭಾಷಿಣಿ.
And we're back. And thank you, Lindsay and Ranjani. And now we're going to talk about pink a little bit. And Michael, do you want to tell us what pink means to you? Or
Yeah, it's so when I first thought about the color pink, it was almost I consider it's considered everywhere to be more of a girly color, kind of. It's more for girls. It's more feminine and yeah, it's true that it's more feminine, but just until like the 1900s, it was considered a color for boys, and I find that to be very interesting, because now we consider it for girls, but you know, it's really more to be considered more than feminism. It's about beauty and love and just a nice, warm feeling.
thank you. And it looks beautiful on you,
Yeah.
too. And
Thank
this
you.
sari is from Shyla. Isn't that beautiful? And it's 6 yards of fabric. And Kate, can you tell me what you think of pink?
I think of pink as the color of love and of joy and happiness and of movement. It makes me want to dance. That's what I feel pink is to me.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
And now we're going to talk about a painting. And the painting behind Michael is a painting of a forester's tern, and it's a shorebird. And when I was working on this painting, or when I look at the painting, and what I reflect about is that the bird is on a mission to communicate with these eggs, or it's left the nest for a moment and it's coming back to these eggs. And that you can show with painting a narrative, and you can alter the narrative that I can show you the eggs and I can show you the bird as well. And in real life, I might not be able to see the eggs so clearly. And so it's neat that we can rewrite a narrative with painting. And Michael, can you tell me what you thought of this painting? Or?
Yeah, so just when I was first looking at the painting, I noticed how you mentioned there's a relationship between the bird and the eggs. I find that to be interesting. How you can see the bird is kind of leaving the nest, and that kind of symbolizes long-distance relationships in real life, which, you know, they can be challenging, or it can be a challenge, but I guess it really depends how far you are.
Cool, cool. And Kate, what do you think of this painting?
I like the painting a lot. It has a lot of different colors that remind me of the rainbow, and I like how the bird is going after something. I have no clue what it is, and it reminds me of a long lake that I used to go to in Lake Powell.
And I want to say again that painting, we can bring someone somewhere. You can think of Lake Powell when you see this, just because the colors, I might have touched one spot that you saw in Lake Powell when you were there, and that I made a blue and a green that looked like Lake Powell. That's really neat. And I like what you said about how you don't know where the bird's going, but it has this feeling of that it's going somewhere, it's moving. And that's really neat. And this is in the Baylands in Palo Alto. I just love that area, and there are these birds there that I really like. I think we're pretty soon ready to go to see A Very Well Family. And that's neat because here I'm showing eggs and the mother bird. And you know that there's a pull for a mother, and this is Mother's Day this week, and there's a pull for a mother to her nest. That's really neat. And it's interesting, the film we're going to see is Ranjani, the singer, with her children, and you can see that as a mother you have a different relationship with each child. So
yeah, it's nice that you can see the pull, but it's just very yeah, the pull between mother and child is very evident for this video.
okay, and let's see A Very Well Family.
My name is Govinda, and her name is Soumya. And hello, my name is Soumya. And this is my mother, Ranjani. This is my mother, Ranjani, and she's gonna be singing a song with us.
I'll sing it the first time. शक्ति सहित गणपतिं शंकरादि सेवितं विरक्त सकल मुनिवर सुरराज विनुत गुरुगुहं शक्ति सहित गणपतिं शंकरादि सेवितं विरक्त सकल मुनिवर सुरराज विनुत गुरुगुहं शक्ति सहित गणपतिं शंकरादि सेवितं विरक्त सकल मुनिवर सुरराज विनुत गुरुगुहं शक्ति सहित गणपतिं शंकरादि सेवितं विरक्त सकल मुनिवर सुरराज विनुत गुरुगुहं भक्तानि पोषकं भवसुतं विनायकं भक्तानि पोषकं भवसुतं विनायकं भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदं भूषितगं रक्तपदं भुजभावयामि भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदं भूषितगं रक्तपदं भुजं भावयामि शक्तिसहित गणपतिं शंकरादि सेवितं विरक्त सकल मुनिवर सुरराज विनुत गुरुगुहं शक्तिसहित गणपतिं शंकरादि सेवितं विरक्त सकल मुनिवर सुरराज विनुत गुरुगुहं.
And we're back. And mothers are extraordinary teachers. And I also want to take a moment and take a nod to all the teachers. And what's really cool is I found on my desk this week this award that I got 36 years ago. And this award was from my high school teacher in the TV studio. And I was on the TV show. And I thought that was so cool that I found this. So I called him and thanked him. And his name was David Boer. And you never know who's going to inspire you to do what. So thank you, Mr. Boer. And here I am with my own cable TV show. And now we're going to talk about a painting again. And we're going to talk about the painting behind Kate, which is an egret, just like Lindsay and I painted. And Kate, do you want to tell me what you think of this painting?
Yes, it reminds me of when I go to San Francisco to visit my family. We go to the parks and there's lots of birds there and we feed them bread and I like that.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Michael, how about you about the egret?
Yeah, you can see the egret is kind of surveying his surroundings, and I just, the surroundings being the hills or mountains in this case, and you can see how he's kind of contemplating his life. And you were, I know you mentioned something about a dream that you had, where the egret turned into a horse, and it's just kind of the change and the morph is kind of like the change in relationship between mother and child, or just maybe romantic. I don't know.
So this painting was inspired by a dream, and I had a dream that I walked on the Yangtze River, and I've never been to China, and this egret was there, and I went, wow, what a cool thing that there's this bird there. And then it flew off and it morphed into a Pegasus, like the white bird flying. And it was really a kind of turbulent time in my life and a very important dream. And I appreciated the dream so much that I painted it. And that brought me to watching the birds more at the shoreline and looking at what the birds are about. And I love whenever I see an egret now. I really appreciate them in a way that's very magical and important to me. When I see an egret, it means this whole flood of this dream that came up. So I hadn't particularly been interested in birds before that, and that was really neat. And I guess we can talk more about the color pink too in this painting. I like how it's a white bird, but the sky got a lot of pink, and the cast on the head, I was able to kind of pick up the color pink with that, and that's why I chose this painting for this show, because the pink was so present there. The other thing that I like about it is there's a piece of this that's in front of the bird where the shore is not quite complete. And in painting, we can have areas where we have a little unfinished business. And it disturbs me a little bit, that area, but at the same time, it gives me the opportunity to go, oh, something's going to happen there. I need to fix that area. It's a little disturbing, and I like that even though it's a very pleasant piece for me, that still there is an area of disturbance, and I think that's neat that we can experience that too. And Kate, what is the feeling you get from this painting?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's cool. And maybe that's I'm not sure is a good way to look at it,
Yes.
Does it feel, sometimes when I look at this painting, I feel very soothed, and sometimes I feel very much like, oh, there's turbulent water, and I have to look over the water and survey it, as you said, and birds have a lot of, they have to pay a lot of attention. One thing I learned about birds during this period, too, is that their beak is the place, and their eyes line up with their prey right at the end of their beak, so that it's not like a human where our eyes are above our nose, but because the beak is headed for the prey, the eyes are right behind it. I found that fascinating. And now we're going to go to our very own, very well-being Kate Thurston.
Thank you.
And you've been painting with me for about 2 years, and here we're going to go into the studio and see Kate's artwork. And here I am today with Kate Thurston.
Hello there.
How are you, Kate?
Very good. How are you?
Good. And can you tell me about this painting?
This is
a tree storm, and what I like about this tree storm is it has different colors, and I mixed a little black and white, and I like it. These colors over here are the trees falling down.
And you know what someone pointed out to me? This is on your website one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, do you know the Palo Alto tree, the tall tree in Palo Alto?
Uh-huh.
This kind of looks like that tree, doesn't it?
Yes.
I thought that was neat. So let's see what else you brought in. I'm going to pick out a few. Oh, this one's one of my favorite, and I've used this one on some promotion. Can you tell me what this is a picture of?
Take a wild guess. Grapes.
Grapes. Oh.
This is a painting of grapes, and they got the seeds right there, and the background is blue, and this whole thing, I don't know what this is.
You know what I think it was? I will take another wild guess. I think it was an apple. And
Apple.
I think we sliced the apples in half.
Yeah.
And we painted because these are the seeds on the inside of the apple.
So that's actually an apple.
All right, we stand corrected, huh?
Okay.
And then let's look at, oh, I love this one. And this one's pretty straightforward. That is a picture of a
flower.
Excellent. What kind of flower do you think that one is?
That is a happy, feel good, feel better flower that I did, and actually makes me happy.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
me feel
Yellow
good.
makes you pretty happy, huh? Yellow is a happy color. Then we'll show one more. Let's see. One more. Ooh, I like this one. And this one, I think these two, I think these are what you were just saying that
Are the grapevines.
Yeah, these are the grapevines.
These are the grapevines. And I worked really hard on them. I like how I did this. Each separate photo.
Mm-hmm.
And I put a lot of color in the background and mixed a lot of things up, and I like that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being on TV today.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody.
Excellent.
Yay.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. If you were falling, then I would catch you. You need a light. I'd find a match. 'Cause I love the way you say good morning, and you take me the way I am. If you were chilly, you take my sweater. Your head is aching, I'll make it better. 'Cause I love the way you call me baby. You take me the way I am. I buy you Rogaine when you start losing all your hair. So on catches to all you dare. 'Cause I love you, and I could ever promise you take me the way I am. Yeah, you take me the way I am. Oh, you take me the way I am. All right.
Bravo! And that was Kate. Thank you. That was so wonderful. I just love that. And speaking of love, now I'm going to take you to a place that I love. I think I mentioned this before. And I grew up in Oregon, and this is a drive to Ecola State Park. And I love it there. And it's neat that we can have people we love, have things we love, and have places we love. And this is Ecola. Thank you, and what a wonderful show. And to close, L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than you can even adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.